Hey YouTube. Well, the election's over. There's still a few races that hadn't been decided, but I think we can safely say the Democrats have won the House, a slight majority. But overall, historically, we should have lost the House and the Senate by drastic numbers. That's just the way the cycle goes, but we didn't. I'm not saying we won, but there was no blue wave. And when it comes to House seats, they're so the seats are specific for an area. Even in South Carolina, we have blue areas. Pop's Quest lives around his area. It's very blue there. A lot of people from up north move there. There's a lot of different reasons it's blue, but it's blue. The state overall is Republican, conservative, red, however you want to say it, but there's pockets that are blue. And that's what happened. There was a bunch of seats, and for the most part, I would say I hadn't looked into every single one of them, but there's districts we can't win. It's just not going to happen. I was a little surprised at some of the governor races that flipped when they actually voted for Trump as president. So governor races statewide. So that was a little surprising, a little unexpected. But at the same time, the whole time I was doing my chat last night over on the Mr. Fun Fisher channel, maybe I need to rename it or something, I don't know. But it was my first channel. Anyway, I was watching the news down at the bottom, they had the ticker going, who was winning what or whatever. And this morning I've been glued to the set. And overall, I really have to say, excuse me, Red Bull burp there. Overall, I seen Republicans winning left and right. Yes, we may have lost the House by a few seats, gained some seats in the Senate. If you go back and look at historically, it was actually a win. And I was talking to Sonia and kind of giving my 2 cents on the whole situation, and tell me what you think. But and I will definitely try to keep up with the comments. I know sometimes the comments get not out of hand, but I get so many that I end up not responding. I try to respond to all of them, but I had to stay on top of it, because otherwise it just becomes overwhelming, and I'm like, oh, fuck it, I give everybody a heart or whatever, a thumbs up or some shit. Anyway, the House and the Senate really hasn't done a lot for Trump. We got the tax cuts. That was about the only thing, not the only thing, but that was one of the things that did go through both House and the Senate. Got rid of the mandate. Other than that, everything Trump's been doing, he's been doing with the executive order or just by getting people in seats that can affect things and doing away with regulations and alleviating the tax thing was a big thing. And Pelosi and her crowd, they want to fucking ramp up our taxes and do away with the tax break. Well, they can't do that. They can pass it in the House, but it's not going to go through the Senate. So, anyway, here's my theory. Since Republicans have been so scared to stand with Trump and help him with his agenda, and the Democrats have been so anti-Trump that they're like 0 votes for anything. Oh, veterans, let's help veterans out and give veterans better health care. 0 votes. 0. And then Pelosi a while ago was saying, oh, well, our whole campaign was lowering health costs. The same woman, I know I'm getting off on a tangent here, the same woman that said we got to pass Obamacare so we can see what's in it, because nobody had a chance to read it. And I don't know about you, but I know my health care has went to shit. I'm not on Obamacare, Affordable Care Act. But it translated into my health insurance company having to jack up their rates, lower my fucking benefits because of Obamacare, because they had to go under that umbrella of it. Anyway, all right, getting back to what I was trying to say. Now that the House has a majority the Democrats have a majority in the House, maybe they'll be willing to wheel and deal. Maybe they'll come up with some compromises and do something that may be good for us. I'm not trying to say that I think the Democrats are for us, because I definitely think they're not. I think I'll go out on a limb and say I think they think they're doing something for us, but in reality they're not. Anyway, but now that they have a majority in the House, maybe they'll be willing to come to the table and do some compromises and maybe get some things done. Because with a House and Senate Republican controlled and the presidency, there hadn't been a lot of stuff passed, so maybe it'll be okay. But just remember, every one of those House seats that were won, a House representative seat is only good for 2 years. So come 2020, we may get them all back out again. Anyway, later you two, tell me what you think.